Well, greetings everybody and happy Friday. My name is Lazerbolt. I'm the host for tonight's flight. And yeah, welcome to Friday Night Flights. We are flying around Australia still here. We've been here for a month or so, and we got like another couple weeks left. So tonight we are taking off out of Perth International. Looks like the whole gang is here. We're going to have a good old time. Let's see, we got myself, we got Travis, we got Matu, we got Wingnut, Longhorn Ram, Tailhook, we got Kineas up there in that F-35. And we have our special guest here, Meekatharra. I'd like to thank Meekatharra in person now that they're here and thank them for purchasing this F-35 for the channel. They made a donation to the channel here, and now we can see that F-35 perfectly, and I love that. It's quite a neat little jet, and yeah, very much appreciated, so thanks a lot, buddy. We're going to be taking off here in about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe less than 4 minutes. What we're going to do tonight, if you look over to the left or to the right, you will see the downtown Perth, Australia city, the big main downtown part. We've got a bunch of points of interest over there. So when we take off out of here, we're going to take a little bit of a right-hand turn and fly around the city a little bit and just do a good flyover and check out everything. There's some neat little stadium over there and a couple other cool points of interest in a real nice looking downtown area. At that point, we're going to continue on course here. We're going to turn to a heading of 017. 017. That will get us on course to our first destination. And yeah, it's been a wonderful Friday around here so far, and I'm glad to see everybody. We've got a nice big group flight happening. And yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good night. How's everybody doing tonight?
Great. Fantastic. Great.
Good beans.
Doing great.
I love hearing that.
Fantastic.
Alrighty. We are out of here in about 2 minutes or so. Like I said, all 3 legs tonight, we're going to be climbing up to 10,000 feet. So count on doing that. After we check out the city over here, the city of Perth, we're going to be climbing to 10,000 feet. We've got our buddy Hazardous FLT. He says he just subscribed. Friends with Kineas. Well, it's good to see you, buddy. Actually, I think I've seen you in Kineas' live streams before. So yeah, welcome. And he says, hopes he likes the song I made. Yeah, we're going to check that out later on. That'll be great. I'll click on that and we'll have a little song entertainment happening. I was telling the guys earlier that right outside my window, hopefully it won't get too loud. Actually, it looks like they might have just got done right at the top of the hour. But for the last few hours, had a big street festival going on right outside my window. They've got food and drinks and a live band, and everybody's dancing and hooping it up and having a good time. It was the Luddington. Nice. Yeah, it was kind of nice. I don't mind stuff like that. I just figured if they kept going, we'd definitely hear it on the stream here. But it's yeah, it's the Luddington Love Festival. So isn't that sweet? And yeah, looks like they're done. They're done with the Love Festival. But it looked like everybody was having a good time. I like stuff like that.
Check in 9 months from now.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think they're going to be doing that 9 months from now. It would be like the popsicle festival out there. So we're going to be leaving in less than 1 minute. Like I said, we're going to turn right and check out the city. You can see the tall buildings over there. That's what we're going to do. As soon as we take off, we're going to turn right. Just follow me. And after we give the city a good look-see, we're going to climb up to 10,000 feet, turn to a heading of 017, and go ahead and, let's see, let's try a speed of 260. We've been doing that quite a lot lately, so I think 260 should work just fine for everybody. And yeah, get ready for that. Go ahead and get your flaps ready, get your parking brake taken off, and get prepared to take off here in just a few seconds. Nice looking group here. Okay, everybody, I hope we're ready to go because it is 10 after the hour. Let's go ahead and get these birds up in the air. Release that parking brake. And we are on our way. This bolt is spooling up. We're rolling. Woohoo! I think I may have gotten to the bottom of what the The issue was with my stick acting all weird. But we'll have to wait and see if that actually fixed it. When I was testing it out earlier this week, it seemed to work. But in practice, let's see if it actually did work. We'll see. What I started doing is I launched my the software for my X52 Pro HOTAS. I usually don't have that running. I just go off of the driver. But I launched the programming software, and I'll leave that running in the background. But when I did that a couple days ago, everything worked fine. Didn't have a single issue at all. So as long as I have the programming software open and running in the background, it seems to work. I'm going to fly past, I'm going to go out into the harbor over here and then turn back towards the city, and we'll check that out on the way to our destination. So you can see everything over there on the right, looking good. Got the Optus Stadium, Waco ground. There's a cool golf course over here too. There's a couple cool bridges. We've got the narrow bridge. Unfortunately, all the bridges look a little bit too small for us to try to go under. But if some of you people feeling risky, go ahead and give it a try. Just make sure I'm watching first.
Travis. You're up.
There's the Royal Perth Golf Club. Nice. And Mandalay Bay. Boy, that brings back memories. Back in college, I used to drink wine coolers that were called Mandalay Bay. Back in the 80s, we had these things called wine coolers. I don't know if they have those too much anymore. I haven't seen them. There used to be Seagram's ones and all kinds of stuff. But Mandalay Bay, you could get a big box of them. And it wasn't like a bunch of little bottles in a box. It was just a big box of wine cooler. It had a stem coming out of it, and you could fill your glass many, many times. It was delicious. I wonder if it actually did have anything to do with this place. I would imagine across the world there's many Matilda Bays. I called it Mandalay, but it was Matilda Bay. There's probably more than one in the world. Tailhook back here, looking good in the F-35, right along with Mirror Tech. Travis keeping up with that C-130. Nice. Swan River. That's another one where there's got to be tons of Swan Rivers in the world. I doubt this is the one they wrote that famous song about, but there it is. I'm going to go ahead and take a right-hand turn, do a bit of a teardrop shape, and go right over the center of the big old city there. Hopefully we'll get a good view of some of the neat stuff. Got some great architecture around here. Perth is a absolutely beautiful city. It's commonly known as one of the world's most livable cities. Sounds nice. I like living, so this place makes it easy. Pelican Point. I always do think it's kind of funny that a lot of these, they point out all these points of interest, and a lot of them are just like something that they didn't even work on. They're just like mountaintops and stuff like that. But still, it's pretty neat. You know, the local people would appreciate this. It's pointed out, I'm sure. Miri is just doing a fantastic job staying right on my wing here. We've got Matu up here. He doesn't usually fly that F-35, not in our group flights. But yeah, he's back here crushing it too. So right on, everybody. I'm so glad that we can see that plane properly. It's quite a beautiful airplane. I love it.
Just about got hit by a bolt of lightning.
How can you even see what's below us if you're in a big old thunderstorm?
Yeah, that's right. Longhorn has real life weather going on, and apparently it is raining cats and dogs around here right now. Big old lightning storm he's got. Did you have any trouble getting off the ground, or did it try to flip you over?
It took off probably earlier than I should have, and I took off from the grass, but it pushed me to the right, but I got off.
I was in his way. I was in the slow C-130.
A fancy looking building up here. Look, it's got the red lettering on it and all kinds of stuff. Pretty nice looking place. We've got a couple arenas around here. We've got the Perth arena, and then over here we have the Optus Stadium. Very cool.
Wonder if you can land at that Langley Park airstrip.
I don't know, how big is it?
It's a big old grass field there.
Well, I bet you those F-35s wouldn't have any trouble, at least the ones that have the VTOL. Look at that, there's the Waco ground. That's another stadium. That's 3 stadiums in this area. Plus it looks like they got a racetrack of some kind over here too. Neat. A very odd looking bridge here, isn't it? Is there something wrong with that, or is it just looks that way? Almost looks like there's something wrong with it. Or maybe not, I don't know. Hey, getting a good look at that half open air stadium there, Coast. That reminds me of your Buffalo Bills. I saw that new stadium you guys built, and it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had
So
the big
ticket prices.
They had the big groundbreaking. Oh, I bet you ticket prices ain't gonna be cheap. But it looked like a pretty nice place. All right, guys and girls.
Whenever you get something like that, it seems like the ticket prices always go up to match it.
Well, of course, yeah. They're not going to build a brand new stadium and the tickets get cheaper. That's just not how it works. Let's. We are right now pretty much crossing our flight path, so let's go ahead and get everything all set up here. Like I said, we're going to climb to 10,000 feet, fly 260 indicated, at a heading of 018. 018.
Like there's another racetrack off your left wing by the river there.
Yeah, these Australians, they seem to really like their racing. Oh, yeah, there is.
I'm going to do a quick touch and go here at Langley Park.
Let's see. Let's know how that works. Let me see where you are. I want to see that.
Over by the water in the building.
By the way, I have the same problem I had before. I can't see anybody.
Nobody, huh? Can you see name tags at all?
Not even those.
So I was
I
thinking.
see you kind of far in front of us.
I was thinking what might have gone on last week was at one point you said you could see a couple people's name tags, and I thought, well, perhaps that was because sometimes if you don't have the aircraft that you're flying, it won't show you an aircraft at all. It used to do that to me all the time for certain aircraft, like this F-35. All you'd see is the name tag, no aircraft at all. So I'm thinking that might have been what was going on last week, because we were all flying either the Dirty 30 or the F-35. Every single one of us was. And so I was thinking maybe that was what it was, because you don't have that Dirty 30. But what do I know? Especially if you can't see name tags or nothing.
I also don't have on the EAB, or I don't get you on that either.
You don't see us on the EFB either, huh?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, just hang with us and we'll let you know how you're doing.
I get the feeling you can see me though.
Oh yeah, we can totally see you just fine. I saw you back there in the lineup before we took off. Okay, I am latched on to the flight path, fully established, climbing to 10,000.
Yeah. I'm on the flight path probably ahead of you guys.
Yep, I see you up there. About 14 miles ahead. Look at this. Feel safe as a kitten being escorted by 3 F-35s. Very nice.
I wasn't here last week because you said you were. Anyway, that wants to answer, I guess. Had some issues last week.
Yeah, it has to do with the setup for something for uh, the group flight thing. He said, I don't see anybody, but you guys see me, which is very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing last week. We could see. Well, the problem is there's at least 5 different things to check. And,
Yeah.
so, I don't know. Just start going down the list, I guess. So, Wingnut, I see you back there. Were you able to land at that little park? Or at least do a touch and go?
I got close, and there was trees at the end, so I had to pull up at the last second. But
There you go. As long as you stayed safe.
You didn't see any of us at the starting airport coast?
Negative. Didn't see anything.
It's probably not a label issue, aircraft label issue. Probably one of the few multiplayer settings that.
I agree, but I just don't know which one. I checked everything I could, and everything says I'm in multiplayer, doing all the things with everybody. But I don't know which is the magic one that has to be in the magic place to do the magic thing here.
And at the next airport, maybe we can go to a different channel and do a screen share and go through it if you want.
No, I'm not going to slow you guys down. Sorry.
Not just me.
Well, at least on the break, maybe the long break. Let's do what we can.
Yeah, we'll try to get y'all squared away again.
At least I got the thing fixed where I get the right flight plan in. That was good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good deal. Got a picture here from Matu. What do we got going? Oh, Matu is showing us his co-pilot. Look at this handsome co-pilot he's got going on. That's the best looking co-pilot I've seen in this game in a long time. What's your cat's name, buddy?
Loki.
Loki. That is awesome. Yeah, that
And
is
it's
freaking
actually not
awesome.
my cat, it's my neighbor's cat, but he loves
Oh.
to stay at our place.
The neighbor's cat just comes and hangs out with you when you're flying, huh? Cool. Handsome fella.
The a male cat, I assume.
Yeah.
Ah, same cat as my granddaughter's.
Nice
It's
orange
called
tabby.
Pumpkin, yeah.
Pumpkin.
Yeah,
That's a good
those-
name for an orange cat, for sure.
Those orange cats are male, especially the male ones, are usually a little bit more of a handful.
Yeah,
It's
they
kind of fun.
say they're a little wacky.
I just realized I'm going super fast. My apologies. Let me slow down to 260. I'm going like way fast.
I was wondering why I couldn't see you. I'm looking all over for you.
Well, it's because I'm pulling away from everybody except these fighter jets.
It's winter down here.
Yes, it is. It is very winter around here.
Yeah, just got a warning saying my ice protection's not on.
Uh-oh. Better click it.
I don't know where it is.
For sure, summer here in Florida.
Well, everybody, if you're not listening to the stream, go bring the stream up because I'm about ready to play this song that Kenny has posted. Our buddy Hazardous went and made this song for us. So yeah, this is a song they made. Yeah. It's a Lazerbolt and the Cargo Crew. Nice. Yeah, let's check this out. nice. I like it already.
Lazerbolt touched down in Cairo with a grin across his face. His cargo crew behind him, engines humming into place. They've flown from Jakarta through a sandstorm's burning light, and every port they landed felt like home beneath the night.
I've got the sound all the way up on the live stream. I can't hear it very well.
It's quiet, eh?
The band was swinging sideways with a rhythm warm and low. Lazerbolt raised a glass and said we made another run, but the shadows in the rafters whispered, your journey's just begun. Oh, Lazerbolt, fly the lanes untold, across the world with a heart so bold, with the cargo crew and the sky so wide. He's the captain of the midnight tide. From the dunes to the frozen ports, from the jungle storms to the starry courts, Lazerbolt rides where the winds unwind, and the galaxy watches from behind. They lifted off from Rio with the sunrise on their wings, a fleet of giant freighters moving like a choir sings. But above the clouds of twilight something shimmered in the blue, a shape that bent the daylight like a secret breaking through. A beam of golden starlight wrapped around their lead ship's nose. The radios fell silent as the sky around them froze, and Lazerbolt felt the pull of something ancient, vast and bright, a presence calling softly from the edges of the night. Oh, Lazerbolt, fly the lanes untold, across the world with a heart so bold, with the cargo crew.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you guys can hear this because it sounds great.
Of the midnight tide. From the dunes to the frozen ports, from the jungle storms to the
I could tell it was playing in the background. I couldn't really make it out though.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming out about 10%. It's really hard to hear.
It's a shame. It's coming out of my speakers perfectly, and I'm just using OBS to transmit what's coming through my speakers. It's weird how on this end it sounds perfect, but by the time it gets broadcast, a little screwy. Everybody wants to get a good hear of it. Go up to the, gosh, what would it be? The media share, I think it is. And it's up in there. Go ahead and click on it, listen to it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm looking at my levels here. The levels are going into the red. I don't know how it's not broadcasting. And that's the levels right on OBS. OBS, it says it's clipping out because it's so loud. Weird. Put some Star Wars stuff in there. Nice.
Yeah, a little bit mixed reality.
And the stars swing low in time.
Well, how cool. Thanks, our buddy Hazardous, for that. Yeah, what a nice gift. Appreciate that, buddy, and happy Friday to you. Keep up the good work.
And cheers to the cargo crew.
Very cool. I like the whole lighthearted tone of that. It's great.
Hazard
he
said
says
he really
he was-
liked that cantina sound.
Yeah, he says he was trying to have a little bit of that cantina sound going on. And I could see that. Very cool. Hear it. Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy. Thanks.
That gave me a little bit of a Star Wars vibe too.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, these F-35s are swarming up here, boy. A couple different paint jobs going on. They're looking good. I do like how the F-35 has a little bit of almost a stealth airplane look to it. I don't think it's a stealth airplane, but it kind of has that shape. It bounces that radar back. Is it a stealth? Well, I imagine nowadays most of them would have a little bit of that built in just to make them harder to ping, you know.
Also has to do with materials they're made out of.
That's true. That's what they got.
Probably lots of titanium.
Our first stop of the evening is going to be Yankee Golf Echo, Golden Grove. Beautiful little place. It's not the largest runway. Let's see here. Wow, it says I got a 19 knot wind. That's a little crazy. 19 knots is a bit much. It's probably not actually that much. It might be that much for Longhorn or more. We've got a 4,500 feet of asphalt that we're going to be landing on. So count on that. We're going to be coming in runway 29er. 29er. It's at an elevation of 1,100 feet, so it's up there a little bit, nothing too bad. But we do have 5,000 or 4,500 feet of asphalt to land on runway 29er. That's about 1,000 feet more than we need, so we should be just fine. And yeah, look forward to that. So
I'm sorry, what runway did you say?
Runway 29. 29.
Okay, good. 'Cause I think what you're seeing is it's showing you what the live weather is there,
yeah.
But you probably won't experience that because I've got the same thing where it's telling me I've got 19 knots.
And you are in
coming
live
out.
weather.
Yeah, coming out on.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right about that. Yeah. I mean, for those of us that aren't using live weather, we could land either way. But for Longhorn's sake, let's go ahead and land on runway 29. Otherwise, that'd be a brutal 19 knot tailwind on an already not long runway. And it looks like we're going to be coming up to it at a bit of a T-bone, so we could land either direction easily. Yeah, let's do that. Runway 29er.
Let's see.
Let's see here, that is at a heading of 297. 297. Hey, our buddy Captain Hopper is hopping in saying Happy Fly Day. Always love hearing that from him. How goes the journey? Journey goes good. We just left the city of Perth on our way to Golden Grove. Golden Grove sounds like a nice little place. I like the name. We're 114 out. We should be there shortly, 20 minutes or so. Hopefully everything's going good tonight, Captain Hop. It's good to see you, buddy. Got lots of good escorts with us tonight, keeping us safe from all the kangaroos and camels. Speaking of camels, when I was testing this flight, just to see what the airports were like and everything like that, when I was making it, I saw camels at 2 different airports that I landed at, including the final stop. The final stop tonight is going to be at a place that has one of those gold stars by it, so it's a nice looking little airport. They spent some time making it look cool. But there was camels there. Let's see if they're going to be there when we get there today. Lost check of our buddy Coast. Oh, there he is. Actually, gotcha.
I don't even know where I am.
You are just to our right. Not far, just a few miles.
Or we're to your left.
Yeah, we're to your left. About 1.7 miles away to your left. A nice looking group. C-130s, F-35s. That's a good Friday right there.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully everybody's got something good to snack on and a nice cocktail to sip on. That's tradition around here.
Yeah, I just realized that it's a lot easier drinking from a bottle with this VR headset on than it is a glass.
Oh, really? Oh, you don't tink on it every time?
Well, a glass doesn't quite fit, so I gotta like lift it up to fit a glass up to my face. But I just got a bottle this time. Like shit, that fits nice and just perfectly.
Yeah,
Don't have to remove my headset at all. I can
You know,
drink
there's
fine.
always a straw.
I was going to suggest that already. Beat me to it.
Or the nipple thing off of a baby's bottle.
Yeah, that'd be hard to come up with. I don't think we have any of those left.
Yeah. I'd probably stick the straw up my nose or something by accident.
I probably would too. So yeah, I'll stick with the bottles from now on. What the heck were we? Oh, we went out of town last week and went to Bevmo. And on the shelf, I saw something I hadn't had for a long time. I was like, shoot, I forgot all about that. That's pretty good stuff. And it's Not Your Father's Root Beer.
Not Your Father's Root Beer. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I haven't either.
Is it actual root
tastes-
beer or is it something a little stronger?
No, it's an alcoholic root beer.
Oh, okay.
But it tastes very close to root beer, and you can slam it down.
Oh man, that wouldn't be good for me.
If you like root beer, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Hopper mentioned something in the chat here. It says, don't know if you heard, M Scenery was banned from the store.
Yes.
Not sure what that means. Is that a company that makes scenery type stuff?
Well, they try to, or tried to.
Was it so poor quality
mostly
they
garbage.
finally said, no, you're not on the marketplace anymore?
Yeah, and then they also were falsifying their ratings. They had a bunch of people
Yeah.
rating them, so they were always rated at the very top, even though they put out nothing but garbage.
Even though they were garbage. Well, there's a reason
They're
I've
always-
never heard of them, I guess. They're not that good.
Well, they've been around for a long time, many years, and people have been complaining about them for years. But somebody did a video a couple weeks ago about them and how they're falsifying their ratings and stuff. And finally, Microsoft took notice of them and immediately banned them from the marketplace.
Good. I'm
That's what they're-
actually happy that they took steps to try to keep their marketplace, keep it with a little bit of credibility, you know what I mean?
Well, part of it was they were using apparently AI-generated images to simulate what their aircraft was, and it wasn't really what you were getting.
No. Yeah, that's pretty crooked. Yeah, we don't need none of that. So
All the ratings
good.
were like 4.3 to 4.5.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
glad
the
they said
ratings were
no.
better than like A2A and PDGM. and all
Really?
these things.
Yeah, that would already raise a red flag.
Just wait for them to show up now under a different name, but hopefully someone catches on if they do.
They ruined it for themselves.
To be fair, the problem would actually be relatively easy to solve. If every airplane can be tested for half an hour in the marketplace, I
Exactly.
would root out a lot of that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, after people check it out, they'd be like, no
That's a
way, I ain't
great
giving them my money.
Well, they've got where you can rent them now.
Some of
so
them.
you're not fully
Yeah,
into
but the
it. Yeah,
developer has to allow for it, and the
Yeah.
rental is like a day, which I may understand that not everybody wants to allow that, but for half an hour, which means is enough to just load it,
Yep.
load it in, check it out, see how do a very short, tiny flight, see if it works or not.
It wouldn't take
Yeah,
long to figure out that they're lying,
Yep. And then their ratings, people could actually get on there and rate them because they bought it or tried it or whatever, and they could rate them down to the bottom.
Yeah, they could just make it a stream-only asset. So I'm sure somebody could figure out how to get some files from the RAM, but you know, try at least make it harder for security stuff.
Well, we're about 80 something miles out right now, 80 and 81. When we're roughly 40 miles out, I'm going to begin descending down to 3,000. Probably more like 30. I'm going to descend down to 3,000 feet. That should get us about 2,000 feet above the airport that we're coming into, Golden Grove. Reminder, we're coming in runway 29er.
It looks like I've cleared the thunderstorms at least. Now I just got scattered clouds.
Well, that's better.
I might see where I'm landing since there's no assistance at this airport.
No, it doesn't even have pappy lights, which is weird.
Does it have mommy lights?
Not even those.
Damn. I already feel abandoned.
You abandoned as a child.
Yeah, this airport definitely has pappy issues.
Do you know who your pappy is, though?
Well, I do.
I was talking to Travis.
No, he went to get milk and never came back. Expecting some cheese soon, one of these days.
So I'm going to go ahead and swing over to the right just a few degrees. That'll help us line up with that runway 29er. Just a few degrees here, maybe 5. Got a beautiful, like, 66 degrees going on around here. It's pretty nice, but I just really wish we'd have a couple really hot days so it feels like summer. It don't feel like summer around here yet. It feels like spring still, you know? It's almost 4th of July.
60s.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even feel like 4th of July, though. It doesn't. It just feels like springtime. It's nice. 66 is comfortable, but, I mean, give me one good, hot, sweaty day where I wish it was winter again, you know?
Got the 90 degrees down here in Tennessee. I'll send some up for you.
Yeah, send me about 10 degrees. That's all I need.
You know,
That'd
we've
make a big
actually,
difference for you.
You sure that's, Bob, you sure that's the right angle?
This is a proper angle indeed.
Yeah, we've had real. Finally, you know, we were like pushing 90 for the last week and a half, and close to 100 last week. But today was only supposed to be like 77, and tomorrow's supposed to be like 66.
Ooh, these temperature's going down around there.
Yeah, I know it's only temporary though. We'll be back 90 by the end of next week, I'm sure.
Hazardous wants to know what's our average speed. We usually, when we're flying these dirty 30s, usually go around 260 knots indicated, which is what we're doing now. That translates to 306 ground speed, depending on which direction your wind is or which direction your air is going. So yeah, over the ground we're going over 300 knots, but we're actually just going 260 indicated through the air.
Yeah, I must have a tailwind because I gotta keep slowing it down. I'm down to 250 right now on a 308 ground speed.
Oh, right on. Okay, you're close on that ground speed. We're 61 out. In about another 30 miles, we're going to bring her down to 3,000 feet.
It got real exciting around here on Wednesday.
Oh, how's that?
Earthquake.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, forgot that hit over there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is everybody okay?
Oh yeah, it's about 40 miles away, but the town that was closest to it has a lot of damage in a couple buildings. They're gonna have to condemn now.
Oh, no.
An
It's a shame.
old Rite Aid building and a couple of grocery stores have been closed all week. They lost power for the day. I was driving at the time the alert came in on my phones, and I never even felt it. But when I took lunch that day, I looked at my security camera, and I have one in my living room. I could see my ceiling fan started swaying back and forth, and a couple minutes later, my wife and dogs come flying out of the bedroom.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's something we've never had to worry about around here. The old earthquakes. That don't happen in Michigan too much.
We get a lot of small ones here that either you won't feel or it's just like a bump, but this one, I guess, I mean, my wife said it felt like she was in a waterbed. And I talked to a customer that lives close to where the epicenter was, and he said it was like a rolling motion for like 30 seconds and then two
Really?
huge jolts.
It was a big one then, huh?
Oh yeah, it's 5.6.
Oosh, okay.
That was the same time they were having them, I think, from what I understand, in Venezuela got real bad. Philippines got it bad. Japan got it bad. California.
Yep.
The mantle is
Philippines
giving a good
is really-
shake.
Philippines is really bad. They have several high rises, like probably 20 high rises that collapsed.
Oh
No.
jeez. Yeah, they had like, there's like 7.7, I think.
And that was just in one city. I don't know if that extended further than that.
Yeah, I heard about the one in the Philippines. Didn't realize it was happening here too.
Kind of hit the whole ring of fire there a bit.
I would imagine that'd probably be one of the biggest problems of it is fires breaking out all over.
Yeah,
On top
there's
of
a
the
guy
rubble.
who fell fishing on the lake that when it happened, and he had like a GoPro or something on his boat, and he was by these wooden, I don't know what they're called, but there's just these wooden posts that are in the lake, and all of a sudden all of it just started swaying, and then just massive bubbles started coming up from the lake.
Oh no. Well, some of those bubbles might not be good either.
No, because we got a major volcano that's not far away, and it's the magma still like right underneath the lake apparently, and there is a couple of hot spots in the lake that's bubbling non-stop from it. You can go out there to the lake and watch it. It looks like this fountain of bubbles coming up from the lake.
Man.
Yeah, well, I'm glad everybody in your vicinity was doing just fine. That could be quite
Yeah,
dangerous.
Had a little sign on my computer desk, and that fell off my shelf and was on the floor. Other than that was the only thing we could really tell. Like, good thing because I don't have earthquake insurance.
I wouldn't even know what the hell was going on if I felt an earthquake around here. I'd be like, what the hell? It's the end of the world, man? What's happening here? Are we sliding into the lake?
All of my phones just started going, just making this like a siren type sound, and then right after the siren stopped, then it started saying earthquake warning.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it said drop, cover, and something or other. And just kept repeating it.
Drop,
But,
cover,
like,
and pray.
I was like driving through a mountain range at the time, and it's like, I'm surprised I didn't feel it. But yeah, I wouldn't have even known if my phone wouldn't have went off at the time.
Crazy. Another
So what's
9
not-
miles, I'm going to drop down to 3,000 feet. I might turn a little more to the right here, too. Just, I don't know, 4 more degrees to a heading of 030.
There's one not too terribly long ago, a month or two ago, in the Gulf of Mexico. We usually get them way out there that sometimes you can feel a little bit in Florida. I've never felt it before, but like every 5 to 10 years. And then this last one was off the west coast of western Cuba.
So when all the water drains out of the Gulf there, you know you got a problem. Start heading to the hills.
You're down for Yankee Golf Echo?
We are Yankee Golf Echo. And we're coming in runway 29er. That's from the right to the left.
Got it in sight.
It's only 4,500 feet. Oh, you must have really sped up.
I was gonna say, where are you?
Yeah.
You were just off
So
my
we're
right
30
wing.
miles out still.
He's down at 2,000 feet. I see him off my left wing.
Yeah, that's why I can't see him.
Well, we're 34 out. I am at this point going to drop her down. I'm going to drop down to 3,000 feet. Like I said, that's about 2,000 above the ground. So that will get us there.
See if my pitch will work this time. Hey, it's going down.
That ground to the left of us is just really red.
I was thinking the same thing.
There's really red over there, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like Sedona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
this-
ever heard of the red clay in Georgia?
Heard of it, never really seen much of it.
I worked down in Georgia for a while, and red clay was really noticeable.
This does look
You have
like
to
the
dig it
outback.
up, or is it on top?
It's on top.
Any geologists in the group? Is the red because of an abundance of iron?
Yeah, ferric oxide. Rust, actually.
This entire area is loaded with mines. Not like land mines, but, you know, mineral mines. They dig stuff out of the ground. Matter of fact, this place we're heading to right now, Golden Grove, it is a big gold mine. It is a silver mine. It is a zinc mine, and something else. I don't know. There's like 4 big things that they're pulling out of the ground around here.
What's the story behind this week's cover art? The emergency at Golden Grove.
Yeah.
That was something I was trying to plan with another fella, and he backed out the last minute. So we'll see next week. Maybe it'll happen. The plan was we were going to get down on the ground, and him and his group, which would basically just be him, and he's got some people in his Discord. It's the people over there at the Lathering Gaming. And we thought it'd be fun that while we were parked at Golden Grove, he would come flying in with airplane problems, and we would have to talk him in, you know, to bring him into the airport and talk him into landing in a big emergency situation. The people in his Discord were going to pretend that they're flying in the back of his plane, and he was going to bring it in. We might still do this next week, I'm hoping, if he's got a little more time. He had something come up, and he just couldn't do it at the last minute, but yeah.
That's cool.
I thought that
That's
sounds fun. We could plan on something like that in the future. So one of these days when we're down at an airport, we might get an emergency call for a Mayday with producer Steve bringing his plane in.
Yes. That would be interesting.
Yeah. He said something about turning it into a drinking game, and I was interested in that. I was like, okay, I don't know how we're going to do that, but let's try it. I'm willing to try anything.
We can find a way.
I'm sure we can. 21 out. Before too long, we have to worry about starting to slow down. I'm just about 4,500 feet, descending to 3,000. That should work out just fine. Should have that airport in sight here pretty soon. This will be a big test to see if my stick behaves itself. It appears to be. I can move it just a little. Usually when I move it this little bit amount, it like completely turns sideways. There's no subtlety to it. But now I've got a little bit of subtlety happening. So hopefully I fixed that issue. Like I said, the way I fixed it was I've got the programming software for my X52. I just leave it running. As long as that's running, everything seems to be fine. As soon as I shut it off, my drivers get weird.
Laser, with you, subtlety would be a first.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not very subtle.
Yeah, I have the same stick. Haven't had any problems out of mine other than I did get the spacer in between the spring and the top part of the stick just to stiffen up the stick a little bit.
Yeah, you're not alone on that. There's a lot of, as I was searching for like how to solve that issue, there's a lot of people saying that their stick was just a little too sloppy, and they tightened up that spring and made the spring a little more heavy duty. I'm not sure if that'd be the issue I'm having. It seems more, more mechanical than that. It's not that the stick is flopping back and forth. It's just if I move it a millimeter, it acts like I moved it 100%. You know what I mean? It acts like I pulled it fully back or pushed it fully forward. There's no in between. It's all or nothing. And at the moment, it seems quite nice. Like I said, I can move it just a little bit if I want to, so that's kind of nice. That's new.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I used to have to pause the game and do a complete revolution with my stick. Go all the way around in a circle a couple times, and then that would fix it. Like I said, it was a weird issue, but I don't know if it had something to do with the drivers or what. But as long as I leave the programming software running, everything seems fine. All right, we're 17 out, which isn't much. We're almost directly lined up with that runway here. I'm going to begin slowly turning to final. And also slowing down. I'm going about 260 still. I'm going to drop down to 200. We don't want to wait too long to slow these birds. We see we're almost lined up perfectly. Hazardous up here in the chat says a lot of opal is mined in Australia aside from uranium, gold, copper, and iron. It is right, especially in this Western Australia part. There's gold mines and silver mines all over the place. Okay, turning final, runway 29er.
I want to see those camel mines.
So am I.
I heard if you want to have a good camel farm, you have to get over the hump.
Nice.
Dum.
See? See? We miss you when you're not here, Travis. We really do.
But it's,
Just give you a break.
No, we don't.
Insanity.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. I cringe a lot less when you're not here. But 15 miles out. Time to take care of flaps and all that good noise. Hazardous wants us to run over a kangaroo. If we see a kangaroo on the runway, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to go right through him. I mean, safety first.
Of course.
It'd be like getting a big dog.
PTA Australia.
I don't quite see it yet, although I do have a glare from the sun setting. I should see it here. Actually, I think I might see it. At 10 miles, I'm going to drop my speed to 150. Get ready for those gear, all that stuff.
Lined up for final.
Right on, buddy. See you up there, looking good. Slowing to 150, going gear down. This runway doesn't exactly stick out, does it?
It does not.
Like I said, it doesn't help that I'm flying early evening. I got the sun just up ahead, so everything's got a bit of a glare happening, you know.
Yeah, I can't see the runway at all. That's what I got on mine as well.
Well, it looks
Looks
like
like
we're
you're
doing.
on the right path, tail hook. I'm right behind you. You're lined up.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to find that Japanese zero in the sun.
They don't make it easy. All right.
Since I can't see you, I'm going down straight down the runway until you hit me.
Maybe that'll make you see us. I'm only 4 miles out. I should see this thing like the hand in front of my face here.
Well, I'm on the
Oh, I see it.
the runway.
Yeah, I get it. All right, everybody, don't forget your auto throttles and all that nonsense. My stick is like great. I love this. How I can just turn a little and be nice and smooth about it. Okay, I think I figured out my problem. It took me years. I've been having this way back in the 2020 days. I was having this issue.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's been the same issue for a long time. I've even had new computers and everything, and as soon as I install my stick, it does the same thing. Weird. All right, we're looking good around here. Coming in solid. Reminder, it's only 4,500 feet, but that's about 1,000 more than you really need.
Yeah, I know I was coming in a little hot on that one.
Yep, hopefully you got to stop before you ended up in the deep outback. I have to watch my speed here. I'm almost stalling if I'm not careful. Alright, down soft as a kitten.
Yep, look good, Laser.
Yeah.
Trying to get off the runway here before I'm in everybody's way. Boy, I only needed about a quarter of that runway. That's good.
Yeah.
Kicking dirt out on top, everybody. Sorry for that tail hook. Just smoke you
That's
out.
all right.
Look good, Travis.
It was a pretty landing there, buddy.
Watch Longhorns try to land with a beer in one hand and a yoke in the other.
Well, he's probably actually got that 19 knot wind, so this might be a tricky landing for him. Plus it's raining and who knows what kind of visibility he's got.
No, it's like completely sunny here.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there you
You're
go.
pretty good so far.
Yeah, he's dolphin. He's porpoising. I told you that beer in one hand and yoke in the other. He'll get you. I was kidding. You look good.
He's eating deviled eggs. Is that the yolk?
Your plane rocked right at the perfect timing where your wing just went right under mine as you're stopping.
We got Kenny is coming in, looking good. There's not a whole lot to see here in Golden Grove. Got one building over there. Kenny Kenny is looking good. Whoop, he's going to have to go through Longhorn Ram because he thinks nobody else wants that runway.
There's enough room to turn around, so I'm just going to back up.
Good, Kenny's got her down. Hopefully he's got brakes on that thing. Good brakes.
Runway here.
You going to stop for the end of that runway?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think I got hazardous camel or kangaroo.
I was going to say, it looks like something's running around over there, but I think it's just a car. It is cars. Alright, well, I'm going to go, I think that is all of us down. So, good beans. I'm not used to our buddy not with us here. She didn't show up tonight. Hopefully everything's okay. Get back on this runway. We'll get ready for that second leg, guys.
Yeah, I think, isn't she in Europe or something, like
I
8 to 10 hours ahead of us?
I almost thought at one time she said she was in Germany. And that stuck in my mind because I used to live in Germany. So I know wherever it is, it's pretty late for her. It's pretty late in the morning. Late in the evening, early in the morning kind of thing. We have a Yanda Shiba, posting some stuff that I cannot understand.
Travis made the same mistake I did a couple weeks ago, going through the rocks.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
flying up yet.
Look out for those rocks. At least they're not as bad as they were at that one airport. Giving us a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I can see his wings rocking from back here.
Somebody told me that all the rocks, you can go right through them rocks.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I did.
I remember that.
Yeah, no problem. Just go right through it. Matter of fact, full throttle. Why? What's the problem?
It's called rolling through the rocks.
Well,
Rolling rock.
got stuck on him. All right, guys. Don't forget your flaps. This leg, we are going to be climbing up once again. We're going to climb up to 10,000. Let's do that again. 10,000 feet. So set your altitude
I can
select.
see on the YouTube feed, but I can't see on my game.
Yeah, we are going to have to once and for all get that squared away for you, buddy. This is like a all the time kind of thing. We need to get that fixed for you once and for all.
Well, the funny thing is, I used to be able to see everybody all the time.
Yeah, just a
And
couple
it
weeks
just-
ago, it seemed fine.
It was one of the updates or something they did.
Could be.
Huh.
Well, Yanda Shiva is posting all kinds of stuff in the chat. I can't understand a word of it, so I don't know. Hopefully it's nothing too offensive.
No, wants to sell you some car insurance.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so a couple of these words have me worried.
Uh-oh.
But hey, I don't speak whatever language they're speaking. I could be way wrong. So.
Have you checked your extended car warranty?
My car doesn't have a warranty. It's from 2001. Alright, guys and girls, climb up to 10,000 feet when we get out of here. We are going to turn, we're going to take a right-hand turn. That right-hand turn is going to bring us to a heading of about 035. Count on that. Take off out of here, turn right to 035, climb to 10,000 feet, maintain 260. That will get us up and running and on our way to our second destination of the evening.
You know, I could always go through you guys and make it look good on the video here, you know.
We got people doing that even when they can see us. We are on our way to a place called Meekatharra. Meekatharra. It's about the same size as the place we just landed at. Should be a good time. Let's go ahead and get these birds up in the air. Don't forget your brakes. Don't forget your flaps. 10,000. Lazerbolt spooling up, and we are rolling.
Narrow runway.
It is not a wide one, is it?
Leads me to believe that this is sort of like a backcountry prop runway type place.
Yeah, I think this is it is a corporate runway airport. See, we're just outside of if you look behind, you'll see that there is the gold mine, silver mine, and all that stuff. So I think this is where they bring their Learjets in and out of here for the executives. All these mines that we're looking at are kind of flat and yucky looking, but our final destination, there's an actual real 3D looking mine. It looks pretty cool. Alright, nav captured. We're on our way.
See, I'm having that same issue with the autopilot again, engaging that I had last week.
You sure it's not a trim issue? I mean, like it's way trimmed wrong? Because just now it was telling me my trim was weird. And it kind of was.
Yeah.
I trimmed up a lot, and it still pulled my nose up way sooner than I expected. I feel like if I didn't mess with my trim, it would have almost did a backflip.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, because that's what's happened. As soon as I engage it, it like points me straight to the sky till I stall. Okay, I got it trimmed out good. So yeah, that's what it is. But that gauge for the where was that? No, I thought I saw a gauge here that tells me. Yeah, the elevator trim. Right now, I got the needle right in the middle, but it seems to be trimmed okay now. All right, go back to that.
Yeah, Vanda Shiva, if you're listening, I appreciate you trying to play along what we're doing here. But you can obviously tell that we are not speaking your language. We cannot understand what you're talking about. And yeah, like I said, I appreciate your enthusiasm. But yeah, obviously you're not catching on to the program here.
It's funny, at the next airport, the runway it's selecting for me has a 14 knot headwind, but a 16 knot crosswind, and that's the recommended runway.
Sorry, say that again?
The runway for the next airport that is recommending for me has a 14 knot headwind and a 16 knot crosswind.
Oh boy. You're going to have to fishtail right in there, nice and solid.
Well, runway 27, oh no, I take it back. No, runway 27 is what it's recommending. It's got a 21 knot headwind, but only a 2 knot crosswind.
Oh, that's better.
So I think I'm going
You got some
go for 2.
pretty severe weather happening over there, don't you?
Yeah. Getting pretty windy. All right. 27. Oh, geez. That's like, going to have to go around the runway or around the airport and come back in.
Yeah, we're probably going to be coming in from the left. I don't know if it's going to be like a runway 9er or something like that. Let's see here.
Yeah, runway 9. Yeah, I'm gonna come in on 27 because otherwise I'll have a 21 knot tailwind.
It's going to be a little bit too much for you, huh?
Unless it changes by the time we get there. How far away it is?
It could once you get a little closer and it updates all that. This says 27 is what it wants you to do?
Yeah.
Yep. This is exactly what it wants us to do too. 21 knots with a 2 knot side wind.
Yeah, that's what mine's showing. But again, like since you're not doing live weather, I'm sure you're not going to see that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter which way we come in. 27 or 9, it's all about the same to us. So let's go ahead and we'll land on runway 27 when we get to Meekatharra. It's a big one. We've got 7,000 feet, so yeah, quite big. Elevation of 1,600 feet around here, so that's a little bit more to worry about. It's a bituminous surface, so bear that in mind for some reason. And yeah, count on that. We're going to be coming in runway 27 when we get to Meekatharra.
Mirtech gonna have blood rushing to your head upside down like that too long.
I would have spilled my drink by now if I was doing that.
Making me dizzy watching him.
I'm also having a wild trim issue or whatever issue. It wants to pull me all the way full nose up now when I set the altitude mode, and it wasn't doing that on the last leg.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened to me last week and happened to me on this leg here.
Weird.
Yeah, it must be a must be a programming thing because I can't be messing up that bad. I mean, it worked fine last leg.
Try flying with your stick programming software open.
Well, it's just on the autopilot. I think I need to put my autopilot software programming open.
You know, just for shits and grins, try hitting that go around button on your yoke. Hit that twice. Let's see if that, because I notice whenever I do that, my stick does a bunch of crazy shit. Like it's resetting something. You know what I mean? It's like when I turn off the autopilot, everything stays normal. But as soon as I hit that go around button to try to shut off the audible warning, the stick does weird stuff. So I don't know if that might be related to something you're doing. Like the reason I didn't have a problem is because I did hit the go around button and it reset something. It's just a shot in the dark, who knows?
Yeah, I'm trying it now. It's not seeming.
I wonder if there's a key to map or something you can map for like reset all trims to neutral.
There might be.
Start doing that on the ground before you take off.
I didn't see anything in the the panel to the left there. I was checking that out extensively this last weekend.
Yeah, actually, you know, on that, I did find a key for A&R headset. I guess it's automatic noise reduction headset. If you click that, it quiets down the entire plane. So,
well, that's not what I need. The plane's actually kind of quiet as it is, especially on the inside. You can barely hear it on the inside. It didn't sound like hardly anything.
Oh, it's pretty quiet still, but I can hit that button and it quiets down everything. So all I hear is you guys talking.
This is a little bit like the headphone simulator button.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I the altitude mode, the little ball, orange ball in there, that guidance ball is fine, and then once I turn the autopilot on, the guidance ball just rockets up in the sky. I try to follow it.
So, Matu, it seems like last time we talked to you, you were getting ready to have a big test for your pilot's license. Is that correct? How'd that go?
I did solo. I had my first solo.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, right on, buddy. Congrats.
Nice.
And now I should be flying today, but the weather sucks. It's raining.
Oh, there you go.
And low winds.
How was it?
The solo was fun. I did by now, like first one lap, and then a little bit later I did about 4 or 5 touch and goes. The initial solo were super nice, nothing big. The touch and goes were on the limit of what the school allows for like headwind and crosswind, so they were a little bit more spicy. Not dangerous or anything, just more focus needed than on the first one. But other than that, quite good.
Huh, very nice. Glad to hear it.
And I should have gone today solo, just like leaving the control zone, flying around a little bit and coming back and touch and go and do that a couple times, but yeah, weather was not our friend, that's why I'm here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I love hearing that.
The weather limitations were so low.
Sorry?
The weather limitations were so low.
Today, yeah, the day was like, it was an IFR day at the airport, so no flying little airplanes,
Is
IFR.
that a joke?
Yeah, that was a little bit of
I
a
know.
play on
That,
words.
that was so low as a joke.
It's definitely looking deserty around here for sure.
There is an option for set rudder trim. I'm going to see if that works.
On the board over
Under
to
the
the left.
controls. No, on the main flight simulator
Oh, okay.
controls. So I'm gonna.
Was
see
it?
if
Did
that-
it say rudder trim or aileron trim?
Well, it's got everything. It's got set elevator trim, set rudder trim, or set aileron trim. So
Okay.
I set the elevator trim because that's the one that seems to be shooting me up and down.
Sure. Well, good luck. Hopefully that fixes it. Every time we come up with a new fix for something, I should write these down.
So the ANR headset, it only quiets my plane down because I can hear everybody's planes around me now.
Oh, right. You hear those jets there tailing you.
Yep. Although they look like 737s.
Oh, you don't have that plane.
Quite maneuverable for a 737, I'll give them that.
This is a stable aircraft too. I was surprised. I only flew it for like a half hour. I'm not that into jets. But when I first installed it, I figured, I'll take it for a spin. And I was amazed at how solid it is. I mean, it's very stable. Yep. I think my issue with the stick came back. Because just the tiniest of touch on my stick. And it's giving me a lot of play. Oh well. Maybe that's what happened when I hit that go around button. Everything was fine until I did that. I only hit the go around button because that's how you turn off that audible warning where it keeps saying autopilot, autopilot.
You know about things that go bad. What comes around goes around.
Well, I've been very nice to my stick. I don't know why it's bad to me.
One thing about being in a group fight where I can't see anybody, it really makes it non-interesting.
It's like being in your own little universe.
I'm always there anyways.
Well, just know somebody's with you. I'm escorting you.
Yep.
Good.
Keeping an eye. Say, I finally watched a movie that I've been kind of wanting to see for a while. They just added on Disney Plus They added the new Avatar movie, that Avatar 3, what's it called, like Fire and Ash, something like that. I watched that last night because they just added it, and yeah, it was pretty good. I like those Avatar movies. I'm not the hugest Avatar fan, but I like the movies. They're good. They're certainly awesome looking, and you know, they're awesome looking, and they got a good story. So there you go. If you like awesome looking movies with good stories, it's pretty good. And yeah, I did enjoy it. It's a good, like, 3 hours and 20 minutes long. It's a huge one.
Oh boy.
But yeah, after a while, it is so well made, you just forget after a while that it's like, this is basically all of it is CG generated. All of it, top to bottom. But it's very well made, and I like it. I think I like this one better than I liked the last one. What was the other one? Something about water, The Way of Water. That was pretty good too. I enjoyed that for the same reasons, that it was well made and it was fun. But I think I like this one even better. That main bad guy that's in there, some woman, she's in charge of some rival, like, faction of blue beings. And yeah, she's very, very intimidating, very frightening. And she's a great character. And yeah. I enjoyed that a lot. I was very glad I watched it. So yeah, if anybody's got Disney Plus and you got 3.5 hours to kill, try watching that movie. It's pretty good.
That was a long movie.
That's a pretty long movie. I know the main bad guy there that's been the main bad guy for the first 2 movies, and they killed him 2 or 3 times already. He's back. So that's fine.
I don't mind long movies like that, and I mean, I do like going to the movie theater sometimes. I don't really very often, but I don't like how they have these 3-hour movies or even 2.5-hour movies.
Right.
And, man, would I love the intermissions to come back as a thing.
Well, you know, I've seen 2-hour movies that I couldn't wait to get over. You know, it was just like, oh my god, it feels like a 5-hour slugfest. Ugh. But this was good. I sat down and watched it in one sitting, and, you know, I don't know if I would have liked it as much in the theater. You know, I'm sitting here with a snack and a drink and enjoying the show, and yeah, it was the 3.5 hours went by quick. It was a very enjoyable movie. I really liked it.
Yeah, just to get up and use the bathroom and...
Yeah, pause it whenever you want to. One of my favorite things is, like, what the hell did they say? And you can go back a couple seconds to hear what they meant, you know. It's like, that sounded important. I better go back and listen to that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Now we're going to go on how things used to be. All right? This is a chance for old know-who's to tell you how things used to be. Theaters were great, especially before, you know, big-time TV came around. And they were like, not everybody in the early years had TVs. They came in so slowly in the beginning. And movies were double features.
Yeah, I can remember that. When I was a kid, you would go to the movie theater and it would be an all-day thing. Like, all day.
And a cartoon.
Yeah, there'd be movies, cartoons that you would watch it until you got tired and went home.
That sounds like the drive-ins.
It was a social event.
No, it was perfect for my folks because they would just drop me off on a Saturday afternoon, and I'd be there all day.
Great for our parents. It gave them some respite from us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I liked when I was in Arizona, we had the dollar theater. So there were movies that had already left the prime theaters, and so, you know, a month later they'd show up at the dollar theater. So for $1 you can go watch a movie.
Yeah,
that's handy.
We used to have them, but they sort of shut down around here.
Yeah, now they're probably the $10 theater.
I used to be a projectionist for the Salinas Fox Theater that was renovated from the vaudeville days, and when they opened, we would do the same thing. We would do cartoons all day, or you know, kid movies or PG or G movies through the mornings and afternoons. Well. And so, one ticket, and you could stay there all day until all night and watch movies all day.
Wow.
Yeah, we'd go and I don't know, they'd have those cereals all the time. And I'm not even that old. When I was a kid, those cereals were old. They were old black and white, you know. I mean, but they would still show them. And yeah, we'd watch The Rocket Man and stuff like that. And, you know, the latest episode of, they had this one called Cliffhanger, where of course every episode ended in a cliffhanger. Yeah, it was fun. What was it, Popeye cartoons or whatever?
Made by Republic Pictures. These are the ones that did
Yeah, we wouldn't have specials every now and then. We would have to get the old type lenses to get the things framed and projected correctly.
Otherwise, it'd be a weird aspect ratio.
Yeah,
everybody'd be short and fat.
They weren't 35 millimeter. Were they 16 millimeter or 35?
I don't remember anymore, sir. It's been a long time. But I do remember going through the process and going to get all the Laurel and Hardy movies from the...
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, geez, now you're going way back. I used to love Laurel and Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
It was neat. It was neat at that time for all the elderly folks at that time that would come in and say, I'm glad I get to experience this again.
Yeah, we used to have a Village Inn pizza place that would show the Laurel and Hardy movies on a screen inside the pizza parlor. So you'd go eat pizza and watch Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, didn't
like
they
a good
go
time.
into the public domain? Those such things go to the public domain at one point?
Yeah, that's why it was easy to show those things. And a lot of those old cartoons, too. Old Popeye cartoons, they could show them all they wanted.
Oh, man, all the old, like the first black and white Popeye movies that kind of looked 3D-ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those were really good.
I remember that's when I would watch a bunch of, like, was it Peabody and that dog dude, and they'd go back in time. And,
Sherman and
Sherman and Peabody.
Sherman, Peabody and the Wayback
Yeah.
Machine. Yeah.
There you go.
It was good stuff.
That's the dog and his boy. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the dog was smarter than the kid.
Oh, yeah. That's just like when you see some of that old stuff like the H.R. Puffin stuff.
Oh, I used to love that.
That's crazy.
You remember my favorite one of those? There was the Sid and Marty Krofft Super Show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they would have H.R. Puffin stuff.
Banana Splits.
But my favorite one, Banana Splits was cool. But my favorite one was Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. That was awesome. Sigmund and the Sea Monsters was just so cool. When I was a little kid, I was like 6 years old. I just thought that was the best thing ever. Guys, we're only 45
on
hours.
those UK movies, the Stingray and...
oh, yeah. Where there were puppets.
Yeah, puppets.
Yeah.
Stingray, and there was couple others.
Yeah, Stingray, and there was like a... gosh, what was it? Thunderbirds or something like that?
Yeah, Thunderbirds, exactly.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds.
Oh, those were great.
That was some fantastic stuff.
I showed that to my younger brother who's in his 40s, and he was laughing at me. What the hell you been watching?
What are you watching over there? We're only about 42 out. I'm going to jog over to the right at a heading of 040. Help us start getting lined up at that runway. We're landing runway, what is it, 27? Something like that? I think we're landing 27. Yeah,
in
27.
this world of streaming, I think everything's available someplace.
There probably is somewhere.
It's funny when you can't find something.
Yeah. Well, there's some shows that I used to watch all the time, and it's like, what happened to that? You know what I mean? What in the world happened to that show? You know, some channels you can still find almost everything, but not, you know, whatever happened to... Gosh, I can't think of any of them now, but back in the day, there was a few that, man, I watched that all the time. And I haven't seen it in decades. You don't see anything online about it. Say another 8 miles, I'm going to begin my descent. I am going to descend down to 3,500. 3,500 to put us roughly 2,000 feet above the runway. Remember, it's a big one, 7,000 footer. So should be pretty easy to go ahead and land. Also reminds me that we're already at our penultimate stop for the evening. So, fantastic. We're going to get down on the ground, take a 10-minute break. That's a good time to like and subscribe, and go ahead and get some food for the dog. Get some food for yourself, too. You're looking a little skinny. Grab some food and grab a drink, and we'll take 10 minutes.
What's the runway, please?
27, runway 27.
much.
Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and begin my descent down to 3,500.
Well, I'm gonna try, but I'm probably gonna go up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I went up first, but it was just a little bit. Now I'm coming down.
Yeah.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I've seen that.
There's just a little. I've had it other times be much more dramatic than that. Everything's good now.
Yeah.
Descending.
Yeah,
Got about a negative 1,800 feet.
that's what mine was. It started to go up slightly, but it wasn't uncontrolled like when I first engaged the autopilot did.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, to me, that just seems like a trim of some kind. That something is trimmed, and then when you move something, it engages it. Like the autopilot keeps everything in one way, but it's separate from the actual trim somehow. I don't know. It's very weird.
Well, all I know is that needle for the elevator trim is dead center in that little bar thing. So it's like I should be perfectly neutral on
You
this
should.
thing. And I didn't adjust it enough. When I came in for that landing, I hand flew the whole thing, so I didn't even adjust the trim coming in. So there's no reason for that trim to have been like it was. Oh, this is an interesting looking terrain down there.
It is. You got
Yeah,
that
it
nice
is.
big lake down there. This whole area, once again, it looks like it was flooded. Like there's a dam around here somewhere. It doesn't look like a typical lake. It looks like within the last decade or two it's been flooded. And all the hilltops are sticking out, making little islands.
There's a lot of islands.
Uh-huh.
Kind of reminds you of Lake Mead.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of like a homemade or a man-made. I mean, I suppose at that point they just call it a reservoir. It's
Yeah.
flooded area.
In California, they call it a sinkhole.
Yeah, that's where all the land ends up when the mudslides happen.
You got a lot of sinkholes in Florida, probably more than California if I take a guess.
How's the weather been down
Yeah,
there for you lately, Travis?
Hot and humid.
Hot. Well, that's what you'd
By
expect
the way,
from Florida.
Travis, do those sinkholes have MLS listings?
Sorry, what's that? MLS?
Multiple listings. That's what realtors use for showing housing.
I have no idea, but I know that they're pretty widely accessible and reported.
I think what Coast is asking is, can you buy a sinkhole?
They're probably cheaper than you'd
probably,
think.
yeah.
When you buy a house, you get a sinkhole. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they'll throw
Yeah.
that in for free.
Secluded.
When my dad was down in Florida, it was really fun. Thing I first noticed were the fire ants.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
we got
this
the-
sinkhole doesn't sink enough.
Yeah, I want my money back.
I want a deeper one.
It's defective.
It's more like a sink ditch.
I can't
instead
build a
of
dungeon
sinkhole.
like proper.
Get enough rain, you got a heck of a swimming pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when
On
I
the
lived in
18
Florida,
hour.
we had scorpions, no see me bugs, and fire ants,
Oof.
and
That's
of
a
course
good stuff.
alligators.
Jeez. All right, leveling out at 3,500.
Are
I'm
you
going
on
to
the
begin
Chamber-
slowing down
Hey,
here,
Bob,
too.
are you in the Chamber of Commerce? Is that what you're? Never mind.
Making everybody want one of them sinkholes.
I was outside just before the flight started, and man, I was getting bit up like mosquitoes, and was only out there for 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right at sunset, right at the perfect time for them out, and they were just picking me up and trying to carry me away.
Mosquitoes are thick over there, huh?
Right now they are anyway.
I haven't seen a
Been
single
raining.
mosquito yet. Usually we get pretty decent amount of mosquitoes here in Michigan with all the woods and water. I haven't seen one yet this year.
Yeah, we've been getting
Getting-
rain almost every day. Good amount too.
Yeah, we're getting them in Ohio.
Mosquitoes never bothered me for some reason. I don't know what it is. I've heard stories that some people just have a certain blood type or something and they just leave you alone. And yeah, they never bother me. Most bugs do. Bugs just leave me alone.
That's the way my wife is. They don't bother her, but I will welt up and itch like crazy.
They go to you twice as
Just
bad.
remember, guys, the only reason the mosquitoes bother you is when you go outside. If you don't go outside, they don't bother you.
That is true. That is
I've
true.
never thought
but
of
like
that.
when I'm camping or kayaking or something and everybody's just getting eaten alive, you know, and they're like, "Oh, you want some bug spray?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't need it." They're completely staying away from me. You could see a bubble around me where all the bugs just don't enter.
So they know your blood type, you know.
I guess.
Oh, this guy's type O negative. We can't have him.
Or
He
maybe
doesn't taste good.
Maybe they don't like my smell. I think I
Oh, yeah,
remember way
probably
back when I
smell
was a kid,
related.
I made a deal with the bugs that if they left me alone, I'd stop killing them. And they started leaving me alone.
That was the devil.
Well, you look like a
Oh.
mosquito.
I had to fetch your soul back somehow.
Well, we're only 14 out. Reminder, we're coming in runway 27. It's almost straight west. Should be there shortly. Going to begin slowing down here to 200 knots. Start thinking about some flaps and whatnot.
Yeah, I must be somewhere around 10 miles behind or so.
Yeah, I got you at 11.8 miles back coast.
That was a good guess.
Good guess. Hey,
Yeah, very good.
I've been doing this for so long I can actually guess right. Almost.
I guess. Oh, sorry, you guessed.
I'm going to turn north just a few degrees, maybe do a heading of 030.
Whee!
Yep, wee! I went ahead and did my stick rotation thingy just so it fixed itself. It's like I said, for some reason, on that second leg, I could tell, even when my autopilot was on, just touching my stick a little bit and it would act weird. Now that I did that full circle with it, everything's fine again. Weird. Like I said, I suspect it might be related to the ground speed button, or the go around button. Because when I hit that, my stick makes a sudden jerk in multiple directions. And I only use that to make the warning sound go away. You know, where it incessantly tells you, autopilot, autopilot.
Trim. Too low.
Yeah, it only tells me that when I'm taking off. Reminder, this is our penultimate stop. 10-minute break time when we get down. Use the restroom and do what you need to do. Your tech's so close, I'm looking right in the cockpit.
Yeah, I knew when he was flying upside down over top of me, it's like you could look right in. It's almost like Top Gun. You can see everything in there.
You see him in there taking a Polaroid?
Pretty much.
Click. Yeah, just another few miles. We're going to be lined up directly with that runway at that point. Going to turn to final.
I wonder how much conversation that movie stimulated in the Navy after it was released.
Well, people wanted
Yeah.
to do that, and
They're
they said
loving
no.
Yeah, probably.
You're-
I'm
That's
sure.
part of
You're making the
First thing
colonel
the
spill
op-
his coffee.
And that movie was really well done. I mean, and the second one was equally or
I loved it.
well done. Just the
Yeah, I like-
quality of the filming, and the story was pretty good. That was really well done.
Yes.
Yeah,
was
for
not
back in the day,
disappointed.
that was good stuff. All right, real close to turning final here. Real close. Another mile or two. At that point, I'm going to slow down to 150. All right, time to turn final.
You're actually closer to the airport than we are, Coast.
I think he's coming more straight in. We went off to the right a little.
Yeah.
So I'm still, I'm 16 out. In closing. The sunset is directly in my face. That last leg is going to be beautiful. It might even be nighttime by the time we get to our final airport. A reminder, that final airport is one of those bespoke ones. The big gold star on that sucker, and it looks nice. That's where I saw a bunch of camels. Actually, I saw a bunch of camels at this one too, so keep your eyes open.
I'm sure they've left by now.
The camels that were at that last airport looked like they were in a pen, but the pen wasn't holding them, because when I walked over there, they just ran through the pen to get away from me. I couldn't go through it, but they could.
On final.
Roger that, buddy.
Maybe they made the pen. Keep
Maybe
the
they
humans
did.
out.
Maybe they were trying to trap me. Okay, slowing down, 150.
You got quiet again, Lazerbolt. Did you shut your mic off?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I did. Thank you. Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm going to, I think I figured out what the problem was. When I turn off my autopilot, everything's fine. But when I do that go around button to stop the warning from warning me, it gets a little weird and sensitive, which is what's happening right now. Huh. Very strange. Like I said, every time I hit it, my throttle, or my stick jumps, my yoke. See? I'm showing it on stream right now. Every time I hit it, my yoke goes crazy. So, I don't know.
Well, it's like the doctor says, if your arm hurts, don't when you do that, don't do that.
Exactly. Doctor, when I raise my arm, it hurts. Yeah, stop doing that. But now my stick has that weird sensitive thing to where it wants to give me far more input than I'm trying to give it. I'm going to have to pause here real quickly and do the circular motion. I just need to remember, don't hit the go around button until I'm on the ground. Like I said, the only reason I use the go around button is that's how to turn off the autopilot warning. See, now everything's smooth as silk again. Just like that. More weirdness.
It's a good landing, wingnet.
Thank you.
Might be coming in a little bit fast, but we're good. Kind of a narrow runway, isn't it, for a long one like that? Alright, down safe and sound. Alrighty, why don't we call this 5 to the top of the hour? 5 to the top of the hour. At 5 after the top of the hour, we're going to be out of here. So take 10 minutes. Drink, snack, dog, subscribe, like, do all the things that makes everybody so happy.
Go down and pop the tops on another one. I'll be back.
Yes, that sounds good. I'm going to do that myself. Travis coming in, looking good. Beautiful job, buddy. It seems like I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like your C-130J is behaving itself pretty good today.
So far, except for that autopilot thing, but yeah.
Oh, how'd you fix that?
I turned off the autopilot.
Oh, okay. So you flew that entire leg with no autopilot?
Yeah, I've
I
been
see.
usually most of your group flights. 90% of the flights I've done, or the time I've fly by hand. So do you want to step in a different channel and try to see if we can go through some of your settings and find some other people out here on multiplayer?
This is our Discord, right?
Yeah. Do you want to do that? Let's pull you up.
Do it. Do it.
What channel do you want?
I'll just go to GP3. I'll pull you up. Oh, where'd you go? You disappeared on me, Bob. Or
I'll be
Yeah.
there in a second. Where do I?
yeah, I'll pull it back.
Yay.
Figured I'd bring it down with us.
Any luck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah, it's the same issue I had.
Cool. Well, what was that issue?
The air traffic quantity and the graphics settings.
Oh, of course. Yeah. The
Completely
thing that
not.
doesn't seem at all related to the problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
Completely
that
not.
one. Right. It doesn't seem
what
like
do you
that's
call
what
it
you'd
when you-
want to.
When
Well,
you
that's-
think about.
That's good news.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to be out of here in 3 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and roll back out onto this runway, make our preparations for the final stop of the evening. The fancy Gold Star Airport that we're hitting. I believe it is called, what is it called? Paraburdoo? Something like that, Paraburdoo. It's one of those that when I visited it, I checked it all out. And I was wondering why in the world is this one of the bespoke airports? It didn't look like nothing too fancy going on. But yeah, why not? The more the better. The more of those airports they make, the better. Whoop. A little wheelie here.
What's the airport code that you guys are right now?
We are at Yankee Mike Echo Kilo.
Right. I had an explosion in the neighborhood, probably a transformer blew up, and all my power was gone.
Oh no, it came back.
Yeah, it came back, but then my joystick and my pedals didn't work anymore, so I had to figure out that I really had to turn the power off to the computer and everything once more. Otherwise, USB didn't reconnect it. Interesting.
Huh, well, they fixed it in a hurry, so that's cool. Whatever it was.
Yep.
All right, that is good news. Hey, Coast, it's good to see you, and hopefully it's good to be seen. See, there's a bunch of cool airplanes here. We are going to be out of here in about 1 minute. Same story. Let's climb 10,000 feet, maintaining 260 indicated. I believe we are going to be turning right to a heading of 249, 251, one of the two. It's in that neighborhood. Or 3, actually. We're almost heading straight north, so yeah. We're doing about 350. Count on that. 350 at 10,000 feet, 260 knots will get us to our final destination, the Gold Star Airport of Paraburdoo. They got weird names around there, don't they? It's Paraburdoo. It ends with do. It ends with do, straight up DOO at the end of it here. Hopefully there's not a bunch of parrots around. I do know there's camels here, though. Or at least there was yesterday or a couple days ago. So keep your eye open for camels.
For a camel Paraburdoo.
That's a lot of doo-doo.
It's starting to stink around here.
All right, guys and girls, check your flaps. Check your trim, I guess. Check everything you can check.
Hey, Wingnet, I see your aircraft.
Isn't that nice?
It's a 130. Hey.
Oh, he's using the one you are. Yeah. Isn't that nice of him? A team player. I'm not sure Wingnut's back. He might be still getting a drink.
No, he just pulled up.
Oh, you're
I'm in.
right on.
Yeah, I think I'll be getting the Dirty 30 soon.
Right on. It's
Now that I
not
can
without its
see
issues.
something.
Seriously, you can probably tell just by listening to us that the Dirty 30, it has issues. Weird ones that pop up at strange times. But when it's working great, what an awesome airplane. It's absolutely great. Just
They
has some
say
weird
version
stuff.
1.0.3.
Yeah. They just released the full version a couple months ago, and they've had at least one update since then. Anyway, pilots, let's go ahead and get these birds out of here. Lazerbolt is rolling. Let's go. Like I said, turn right to a heading of 350. Alright, we are out of here. Beautiful. Once again, you can see where there are excavation sites that I'm assuming are mines. Dig all those elements out of the earth. We need them.
So this is probably a young town filled with miners.
Yes, they're the youngest.
I wonder if they're gonna have modern version of ghost towns like we have out west.
Yeah, boom towns and then bust towns. Oops, I all of a sudden started heading towards the ground because I monkeyed with a knob. Let's get this bird back up.
Playing Johnny Toggle again, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it's just my pitch trim knob. I mean, how dare I try to adjust my rate of climb, you know? But I did dare. I thought I was climbing a little bit too fast, so I monkeyed with it. Went straight down.
You need to stop these intrusive thoughts from getting in your head, Laser.
Stop trying to control my airplane and just let it do what it wants to do.
You know, let Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah. Just send me straight up. I don't know. I don't know where Jesus would send me.
Yeah, well, it's a surprise.
I better not ask. Alright, we got a
surprise,
reasonable
so
speed here.
You'll get there.
Time to pray.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry.
Assume the position.
Alright. 260 climbing to 10,000. I haven't checked on my operations officer yet. What do we got going on back here today? Right on. They gave us a very professional looking lady. She's dressed nice, I guess. And yeah, she's back here doing her job, which is to kind of just stare at the radar, make sure I'm not doing anything stupid.
Be in the all tan outfit.
She's got kind of green, like a green shirt, black pants. She's got a man bun. I guess that'd be a girl bun on her, or just a bun.
Yeah, wait till you get to lunch, ladies. That'll scare you.
This one looks like she knows what she's doing. She doesn't have the giant hoop earrings that are throwing the airplane's balance off.
Just a backup for the DME system.
Yeah, it's like an artificial horizon right on each ear. You know what? I shot right past 10,000 because I didn't set my altitude select. See, now what good is she? That's it. She should say something. Like, hey, dude. Quit checking out the goods and set your autopilot. Okay, coming back down to 10,000.
I don't know what's better, being able to see you guys or not.
There's not much to see, is it?
Yeah. Never mind.
You're so nice, Coast.
It's an unplanned air show.
Hey, we got UK Grass joining us back there. I saw he was at that first airport and then he left without us. I haven't seen him since. But they're back. Right on. Matu's back. Good beans. I'm sure Matu ain't going to have any trouble catching up to us with that F-35.
I hope so.
Have a question in the chat. Riz wants to know, which sim are we using? This is Flight Sim 2024. 224 going on. A lot of us are flying this Blackbird Simulations C-130J Hercules. We affectionately refer to it as the Dirty 30. And a lot of the other ones of us are flying this F-35. I call that Thunderbolt or something like that. Lightning? Is that a Lightning?
The Lightning?
Yeah.
Lightning 2.
Lightning
a
2.
nice-
I like
nice
I like the Lightning 1. I used to fly that a lot.
This
Yeah.
is it's a nice jet. Like I said, I'm not usually into jets, but I took it for a spin when I installed it. And yeah, it's pretty nice.
Is that the India Foxtrot Echo one?
It is. It is. I wouldn't dare buy the other one. It's just, it's so
It's
cheap, I'm thinking, well, I gotta get the expensive one, right? There's usually a big difference.
That's on sale right now if anybody wants to go get it.
The cheap one or the...
No, another good one.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I had to pay $30 for it. But Mira gave me 20, so that was perfect. Once Mira gave me the 20, it was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on this. What do they want for it nowadays?
$21.99, $22, something like that.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's very
really?
nice. I'd recommend it to anybody who likes that kind of stuff.
I may have to jump on and grab that then if it's down.
Well, our buddy Riz says he's still using 2020. It is a shame, but I know a number of people doing that. My good buddy Captain Hopper, he would probably have joined us already, but he's still on 2020 himself.
2020 is still a good sim.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Well,
I think
I
they have
could
a program
recommend, though, I
called
mean,
FS Join.
if you wanted to check out 2024, a good way to do that is to get Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass there. It's on there for free for the price of a subscription. It's a good way to check it out to see if you want to spend the kind of money for it. Myself, I like it. I do think it is a big improvement over 2020. 2024 is. But mainly just for the extra stuff they added. The sim itself is quite similar. Just the graphics are similar. Just there's not a whole lot of difference with a lot of stuff. But it's cool with the career mode and all that. I really dig the career mode. They did a pretty good job. And you got your autopilot or your co-pilots and things like that going on. There's a couple little things they added to make it worth getting it. And it is an improvement.
They've been refining all the little details and stuff. They're still working on it. I'm glad for that, you know. Kind of funny, I think flight simulation will be one of the last, I think, types of games where it'll always be getting worked on and refined just because of how complex everything is. Even the aerodynamic physics is, you know, not so easy to model and especially efficiently.
They've had entire updates dedicated to just that.
Yeah.
Not only that, this is a fanatical community. I mean,
for
flyers,
sure.
you know.
Yes, aviators
around the world.
That is for sure.
That's a good cause.
A lot of people get upset if you call it a game. You know, they're like, this ain't a game.
Yeah.
You know, there's no points. You're not trying to win or lose. You're just trying to, you know, do it right. You'll know if you made a mistake. It doesn't have to tell you. Got the sun going down around here, and it's really starting to look nice. Beautiful. The haze hanging low over the outback desert here.
Yeah, I was worried I was going to run into thunderstorms all the way here, but ever since the first airport, it's just scattered clouds and sun.
It was just that first airport, huh? Well, good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the sunny weather.
I just want to check the weather here. 67 degrees out there. It's like, wow, nice outside finally.
Riz says he likes that Beechcraft Bonanza. Beechcraft Baron, which one? Bonanza? Yeah, he says Bonanza. That's a good airplane. We used to fly the Baron all the time, and the Bonanza occasionally. Especially like when we get to places like Australia, there's so much open space. You almost need something a little quicker than that, so we can actually visit a couple airports. Otherwise, in a small airplane like that, we wouldn't get anywhere. We would not reach the next airport. Which, by the way, right now we are basically just a little west of Ayers Rock. We're going to be making our way down to Ayers Rock. We might start heading that direction next week. But pretty cool place.
That's that big rock they show in like the trailer.
Yeah, it's a big, giant, like flat. It looks like something you'd see in, you know, I don't know, like Arizona or something.
Looks like an overgrown wart.
It does, and it's just kind of flat on top. Looks a little bit like the Devil's Tower, but much wider.
Okay.
Pretty cool looking. There's an airport right there by it too.
We can land at it.
Yeah. We came here a few years ago, and it wasn't all that impressive looking. It's just the graphics were kind of screwed up on it. The hill itself, or the big flat rock itself, looked pretty cool, but it was about 20 feet off the ground. You could see right underneath it. So I think they fixed that.
It was aliens.
It might have been quite an engineering project.
Did you forget your aluminum foil hat there?
Remember, we used to do flights where that was part of the flight. We flew to Brazil once, and it was right in the middle of a big UFO hotspot, and that was part of the flight. Before you joined Discord, you had to post a picture of yourself wearing a tinfoil hat. And all of us had crazy we had crazy tinfoil hats going on. Everybody had some pretty creative ones. And so yeah, so we all had to have a tinfoil hat to fly, or we wouldn't let you in the channel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a good time. I took my Devo hat. I've got one of those Devo domes, the power domes.
Oh,
Devo looks like a flower pot. I took that and covered it in tinfoil, and it was perfect. Somebody else, what was that guy's name? I used to fly with this all the time. Gosh, what was that guy? Well, he took his actual flight helmet and covered it in tinfoil.
About half of them look like the Hershey's Kiss, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was fun. I even made special scenery. So when we got to, I think it was Sao Paulo, Brazil, they're notorious for having UFO sightings around there. I changed the scenery and added UFOs all over the place. And before the flight, I shared the community folder that had that in there. And yeah, so we showed up, and there's UFOs from all over the sky, all over the ground. They were everywhere. It was fun.
Yeah.
I haven't monkeyed with the scenery in the new sim, but I don't think it's quite as easy as it used to be. They do have an STK, so you can kind of monkey with that if you feel like figuring it out. And one of these days I might figure it out. But, it used to be pretty simple back in the day. Beautiful evening colors. Peachy.
Yes, it is.
The ground to match.
Yeah.
It looks like Mars down there, don't it?
Yes, it does.
I hope it's not like pitch black by the time we get there, because I don't think this airport has any runway lights. They do have PAPI lights though. It's the only airport besides the one we took off from tonight that does have PAPI lights.
Stop it.
Dad, you brought the milk? Sorry. Get my hopes up.
Now I want milk.
Ew.
Got a mustache?
Who doesn't like milk?
I want to buy the cow and name her Miss Steak.
I do like a steak better than milk.
That's a good one.
I've got Paraburdoo in my freezer right now.
I might see if I can convince my girlfriend's family to do that in
To
Austria.
get a cow? Just for the joke.
Yeah.
So are you? I assume you're in the U.S. of A. there now.
Oh yeah.
His girlfriend's from Austria or some kind of thing like that. Got an international man of mystery on our hands here with Travis.
Yeah.
I think the last word is probably universe man of messery.
That's for sure.
Right on, everybody's got their big bird up here, looking good. Those Herky birds, my favorite. I'm almost jealous of Wingnut flying that old Captain Sim C-130. I like that one too. I like the cockpit in that just because it's old, steam gauges, there's no glass panels like this one. This one is all computer panels. And in that old one, the Captain Sim one, it's just dials and gauges. And I like that.
Love my steam gauges. Always have.
Yep, me too. Me too. This Hercules is a lot more user friendly. Well, I wouldn't even say that, but it at least it gives you the ability to say, you know, I want to climb up to 10,000 feet, and it'll climb up to 10,000 feet and stay there. On that Captain Sim one, you can't do that. It's so old-fashioned that it has an altitude hold, but that's it. Like when you get to the altitude you want, you hit the hold and it'll stay there. But you can't just tell it an altitude to go to. Same thing with speed. There's no auto throttle. It's just a couple of things. Like I said, it's old. It's archaic. It's before computers and all that. But it's a great bird. I really like it. That at one point that was my favorite airplane, that Captain Sim one. And then Blackbird Simulations came out with this, and I've been hooked ever since. It's just a step up. You know what I mean? It's like that, but a step up. And who doesn't like a good Herky bird? The best airplane in history. The most airplane-looking airplane that ever flew. It's that Hercules. Love it.
Didn't they used to fly Jesus around in the Middle East with one of these?
I don't know if they're that old.
Go down, Travis.
I'm just saying it's old. Not going there. That's what you mean.
Let that one just wither away on the vine, as it were.
Yeah, let's pass over that one.
Oh boy, it's spreading. I like that version of the Hercules that Travis is into. It's got like the white boxes around the doors and all the your cargo stuff and everything. Makes it real easy to see where the doors are.
I just programmed the VOR on my nav, and it's following the VOR frequency pretty good.
Really, very nice.
Yeah, there's a VOR at the next airport. So plugged in that frequency, and it's following it.
Really,
so I was using heading, and I kept drifting left and right on heading mode. So I hit VOR frequency, and it's following it.
I'm a little surprised it's picking up this far out. It's like 122 miles. But yeah, cool.
Well,
I mean, I suppose it's different than the ILS localizer. That's a short distance one. So maybe the VOR is just for navigating there. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, some of them can go pretty far. I forget the...
Well, we're at 10,000 feet, so we're up high enough, and there's no mountains to block it. So
handy.
They have like, at least the FAA, they have a quality minimum or maximum, good signal quality distance, and I can't remember if it was 100-ish, 140 nautical miles, some around there for the higher powered ones, but you can obviously pick them up further away. They're just not guaranteed to give you a good quality signal.
Well, it's holding me pretty good and steady. It's 116.9, but if you want to look at it, it's working for me.
It's handy. I lost track of Coast now that he can see us.
I got him.
He doesn't want to see us. Is he ahead of us or behind us?
Behind us.
Oh, okay, that'd be that big Compass Coast name tag right there. Okay.
The coast
He's
is
not
clear.
even that far back. The name tag's real big. His name tag was hidden by all that junk that's on the screen, like Longhorn Ram's name tag. It's got about 4 things on there that you don't need to know. For instance, you know, how high he is to the 10th of a foot, or hundredths of a foot, not even the 10th of a foot, to the hundredths of a foot, how high you are. It's ridiculous. Get rid of everything past that decimal.
But let's just so we can come out here and get our precise measurements for doing some like 3D prints or something later.
I suppose.
Actually 3D printed something this week. I made a prototype for my weed trimmer guard. I have a weed trimmer that kind of sprays me a little bit of grass that I don't really need to deal with, and I just kind of put a little guard over that.
Guard around it. That's cool. That's cool. What kind of material did you use? Something a little more sturdy than PLA?
No, I just use PLA. It's a prototype. I'm probably going to refine the design to make it look nicer when I feel like putting time into it, but
that's cool.
Got some odd angles and stuff, so I've just really used basic shapes on Tinkercad, and the first one was good enough for me to be, you know, 70% happy with it on the first try.
Did you know that new heart valve that I got, that's also printed.
They 3D printed that, huh? Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, let me know if you need a new one. I can make you one.
You can't put it in though, unfortunately.
I'm just trying to help.
And try.
Once for sure.
Once and that's it. You know.
That sounds like a challenge, Ghost.
My dad's got a toolbox.
I'm on vacation.
I've got an X-Acto set.
There you go.
There, we're halfway there.
But
Next
apparently,
week.
apparently the 3D printer they've got is a different commercial grade one. It's some special.
Oh, I'm sure it's way
You
fancier
sure
than
that-
anything we got.
You sure they didn't
Probably-
just get it off of Amazon?
The
No,
material
no.
they're using too.
Not
Probably
for what my
different.
doctor charges. No.
That would be a bad sign. Oh, Amazon's here. Oh, good. We got our new printer.
Yeah.
Next week on Friday Night Flights.
Open heart surgery. Yay!
Hey, anything for the clicks, man. Let's get some views.
Like the open software organization now, they have open heart surgery. It's so anybody can come in and do it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, right?
That's something I've never seen on a live stream. Let's do it. All right, 95 out. I'll be there
They
shortly.
have, by the way, they have to be custom made because the valve size of people's hearts is different.
Everybody needs a different one.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad it seems to be working.
I'm still here.
Yes, sir. Still ticking. Well, how about a little airport information for our next stop here? We're on our way to Paraburdoo at Yankee Papa Bravo Oscar. Yankee Papa Bravo Oscar. We're going to be coming in on... I suppose it doesn't really matter. We might as well do runway 24 just in case the weather's crazy. Looks like either way we're going to have an 11 knot crosswind. So, really matter. Runway 24. If we really wanted to be, it'd be a little bit simpler to go runway 6, but now let's go 24. We got a 7,000 foot of asphalt going on here, runway 24, at an elevation of 1,300 feet. So this is going to be very similar to our last runway there, about 7,000 feet. We're going to drop her down. When we're about 30 miles out, we're going to drop down to, about 3,500. That should be plenty above ground. We'll see that place. That runway heading is 244. Y'all are looking good up here tonight. Look at that.
Yeah, I think I'll pick up that 35 here before I get off, since it's on sale. It gives me a little bit more incentive to net it.
For that price, it's a good deal. It's a very nice
Yeah.
airplane. I know you like your jets once in a while too. I think you're going to be impressed. Plus, it's
Yeah,
one of the variations. One of the variations is VTOL. How cool is that?
Yeah, I know Dino Catanino, he put a lot of effort into this.
Is
stuff
that a
back in
Dino
the day,
airplane?
sure.
I did not know that. I didn't realize that was his company. I'm so used to the name Dino. I didn't realize that was his company. Cool. He definitely makes good stuff. We used to fly a lot of his stuff back in the FSX days. We flew 2 or 3 of his airplanes.
That's what he turned his publishing into, his payware stuff.
Okay, I did not
Back
know
in the
that.
day.
It makes me like it
Well, I
even
wish
more.
we would work on the autopilot.
I've heard that
Yeah, it's
the
a little
autopilot's a little
wonky.
finicky. Does it it doesn't stay locked on, or it's hard to program, or what's the issue?
Kind of does what it wants to do.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the issue.
Yeah.
As soon as you turn it on, sometimes you might just all of a sudden careen to the right or the left, up, down. It can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
When it works, it works. When it doesn't, oh boy, it doesn't.
Oh boy, hang on. Huh?
Can you trim it to make it fly steady on heading or something, or just a steady flight?
You can get it to do that, but when you're following a route or something like that, it got a mind of its own at times.
When you fly without autopilot, you don't really have to trim it, as it has like an auto trim. It's a fly-by-wire aircraft.
I noticed it's stable as could be. Like I said, I flew it around for about a half hour, and boy, it's just solid as a rock.
Yeah, you point the nose where you want to go, or the vector, the flight path vector, and it will just go there as long as it's within reason.
Yeah. It's like the F-18, like you said, in the last flight. Yeah, it's squirrely when you're just flying it by stick.
That 16 is kind of jittery, like almost too sensitive. We are about 68 out. We're going to be there shortly. Remember, we're coming in runway 24, so before too long, we're going to jog off to the right a little bit. It'll help us line up. And at 30 miles, we're going to descend down to 3,500.
I had to renew my passport recently, and I got it back a couple Saturdays ago. And it was very interesting, and in the book pages, like where the visa stamps go and so forth, there was like 15 to 20 hairs on each page.
Really? But
Yeah,
would they do it in a barber shop or something?
Yeah, they're all embedded into the page, so you can scratch at it and it doesn't come off.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, they're like little quarter-inch.
Short and curly.
Small little pieces, maybe from like some sort of brush or something. They have fallen apart.
Okay.
But
that is
yeah,
odd.
really wild.
Yeah.
So now I have to go through this whole process, and like I'm getting a brand new first passport thing. Except thankfully I don't have to send in my birth certificate. And
Well, they're already gonna have somebody's DNA on file.
I've got an alternate. I got an alternate way of thinking about this. It was probably the Geico Gecko. You know.
He didn't have any hair.
They do, but it's just short and small.
From what I understand, they've got hair on their feet, and that's what helps them stick to stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is.
Another 20 miles, I'm going to begin my descent down to 3,500.
also been diving in a lot to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Doing part 2, huh? Good deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm loving that whole series. I'm glad I got turned on to it. That's great. I'm still on part 1, of course, but I love it.
Yeah, graphics are just a bit sharper and nicer, and everything just, there's some things that are a little bit different, but everything is just, like, you can tell that they care to do a better job.
Did they change anything with the combat system? Not that I hate the combat system. Actually, I like the combat system, and I can appreciate what they're trying to do, but I suck at it. I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible at it.
They did it very minimal. You know, I did watch a couple YouTube videos to try to mentally improve myself a little bit and kind of got used to it. But when it comes to combos and stuff, I suck at it.
Well, it's like I get what they're trying to get you to do. It's all timing, but I mean, my timing's terrible apparently. You know, it's like I could totally get what they're trying to do. And it's like, oh, I see the thing flash, and I hit it now, and I do this, and I'm always off. I'm always way off.
Yeah.
What I usually do is I just go in close and I grapple the guy and kick him in the head, and then I go in close and grab him again, kick him in the head, go in close, grab him again, kick him in the head. I can't swing my sword for crap.
I did notice that strategy does work maybe a little too well sometimes.
Yeah. Back him into something, you know, like back him up into a tree, and then just keep grabbing him and hitting him, grab him and hit him. Hey-oh, Coast. What's up, everybody? Saw the inside of that Captain Sim C-130 there for a second.
I know. I'll let you see the old one.
Do you guys get the fuel truck hanging out on the H model? Is that a normal thing?
No, I have the AC 130 and I tried to fly it, and Laser said that he could see a fuel truck hanging with me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always see the fuel truck on the H model for some reason. I don't know.
You're seeing it with me?
I think I see it with everybody. Let me double check though.
Huh, weird.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I wonder if it does that just because you don't have that exact version, or what it is.
I got you subbed as the Blue Angels right now for some reason.
Really? Huh. That's not even the same brand.
Yeah.
That's a different company. Huh. It's cool that it's actually subbing that, though. I mean, hey, why not? It's a C-130.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I'm going to go to the right here a little bit. How about 10 degrees? 010. Help us line up that runway. Another few miles, I'm going to bring it down to 3,500. It's a great combination of airplanes going on right now. They look great together. I told you people like flying that F-35. Yeah, we got 4 people with us in that thing. I'm so glad that I'm able to see it properly. It's awesome. I knew there was a reason people like flying it, and that reason was probably that it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good thing that we flew up 10,000 feet today. It was running a little bit late, a little bit later than normal. 10 minutes or so. Nothing major, but we're a little behind our normal schedule.
I think 10,000 feet is a really good choice for this area because you can see a good amount of the ground textures, and
Yeah.
there's not really, a lot that I don't think it's going to look a terribly ton better if you're too much closer
when you're
to
closer.
it.
Yeah, that is true. And we're able to maintain 260 indicated real easily, giving us a good ground speed. Hey, on our way to landing at this airport, do pay attention to the mine that's there. A big, I assume it's a gold mine or a silver mine. But it's an actual 3D one this time. It's not just a photogrammetry placed on top of everything. It's actual. They've actually modeled it into the mesh. It looks nice.
Awesome. A major mine, not a minor mine.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty major one, that's for sure. It is time to begin descending. So I'm going to do that. Let's bring this bird down to 3,500. Set my altitude select here. Bringing her down. Oop. Bring her down to hurry too.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
There
I
you
do.
go.
This is I touched that knob and it freaking shot me straight down. Let's try to be a little bit less all or nothing about that. Holy moly, I'm descending like a boulder. Okay, now it's going to bring me back up.
Open that window up and follow that brick.
Tell you what, if I jumped out, I'd be going down as fast as the airplane is. Alright, this is much better. For once, I'm not landing directly into the sun with this one. Could be close though. Looks like we got somebody waiting for us at the airport. We just took off. Might be bouquet grass.
I think I saw him live there.
Yeah, his altitude's climbing. I'm back in the rain.
Oh, you got rain again, huh?
Yep. There's a yellow cell right in front of the airport.
Of course. They knew where you were going. That's really funny.
Speaking of, I don't know. Do you ever get your solar stuff all squared away, totally?
They're coming out on the first to install the inverter.
Oh, okay.
Good step. Ain't much use without that inverter.
Nope, battery still works, so I'm able to run off that during peak time, but not generate any solar to put back on the grid or to charge up my batteries.
Yeah, at least you can take advantage of the time of use rates if that's what you have set up.
Yeah, yeah. That box is heavy too. It's like 3 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. That box probably weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
It's like, there's no way I'm putting that up on the wall by myself. So, yeah. It's like,
Yep,
no,
let them
it's
come
fine.
do it.
You got the warranty.
Oh, they're even getting paid to do it.
Yep.
Leveling out at 3,500.
Yeah, I hope you run another 20 years without having issues on that guy.
Yeah, so do I. But I'm going to look into going after the solar company once this gets resolved, though. I'm going to see if I can do a small claim suit against them here. I don't know if I can because they're in Texas. But as far as I'm concerned, I bought it here. So if you want to fly somebody out and defend yourself, go ahead.
There you go.
Yeah, at least if you can get half of it back, I think that's just. Because the way that they kind of handled it wasn't very good.
Well, I've got a performance guarantee, so it's like, it took them 3 months to find somebody. It's like, that's 3 months wasted.
Yeah.
We do have some mountainous stuff going on around here, so keep your eyes peeled. I think 3,500 we're safe, but just barely.
Isn't that what you said about the rocks?
Well, trust me, you can't go through these. All right, I already know that. Don't
He
try
says,
going through
trust me.
this. Yeah. Alrighty.
I think in two years we're still going to be talking about those rocks.
That was pretty funny, though. I gotta admit, that was hilarious. I had the perfect front row seat for it too. Like, oh look, you can go right through those rocks, and Wingnut just bounces off of them like it was funny.
It was.
Well, we're only 16 out, so you know what that means. Time to start taking this here seriously. Get ready to land. Runway 24 coming up. I'm going to slow myself down to 200 knots. Get ready for flaps. Getting pretty close to straight in. Only about, I don't know, 10 degrees off. Looks like pretty much right when we get past this little hill here. I'm going to try to shoot for the little saddle-shaped thing instead of going over the steepest part of this. Just to be safe. Alright, we're within 15 miles. I'm going to begin slowly turning towards final here.
A train of F-35s behind you.
This just looks great, man. Seriously. With all the planes coming in, turning for final. It's just getting dark enough. I can see everybody's lights really good. Very nice.
Presidential escort.
We do
going
have
on.
a pappy light situation happening here, and I can see those already. All right. Slowing down, flapping up. People going crazy outside my window tonight. It is a pretty nice night out there. Everybody's still all amped up because of the big festival we had. Big street party going on earlier. This runway is lit, so that's handy.
I think it's pretty cool too.
Oh, not that kind of lit.
Well, maybe both. Who knows? Might have some good entertainment here or something.
Runway number again?
24.
24.
Wait, 24.
Getting right on line with it. Yep, I got it.
Yeah, it's lit pretty nicely. I like it. I'm gonna slow down and give myself some gear. I'm gonna get this bird down. We got plenty of runway here, over 7,000 feet, or just under 7,000 actually. That's fine. Yeah, this time I'm only going to disengage my autopilot. I'm not going to hit that go around button. I think everything's going to be just fine. Yeah, I've got full smooth control of the stick. As long as I don't monkey with that go around button. If I had my warning sounds turned up right now, it would be annoying as hell hearing it say autopilot, autopilot. Which I'm not 100% sure it needs to tell me that. I mean, I turned it off on purpose. If you're using the autopilot button to turn off your autopilot, it doesn't need to tell you your autopilot's turned off so aggressively. That's just me.
I agree. I think it just does that for 2 crew members in the real world. That's probably why.
Yeah, they're overly cautious, which is fine. I mean, we are talking about aviation here.
Nobody's ever died from that.
No.
Okay, I am right on your 6, Coach. I mean, Laser.
Right on.
Mirror tech.
I'm slowing to 120 before I touch down.
Six points.
Yeah, this is the place that I saw a bunch of camels. One of the places. I wonder if they're still here. We'll find a place to park over here on the tarmac. check out to see what's going on around here. Nice looking place. We'll put all the work in. Okay, good job avoiding everybody there when not. I would ask you if you've got your auto throttle on, but I know you don't. Not in that airplane, you don't.
No, I had to lift up to get above everybody. That's why I had to land long.
Right on. Well, it looked good. Whatever you did, you avoided disaster. All right, everybody just kind of find a place. And looks like it's going to be a free-for-all around here.
The apron big enough up there for the whole lot of us?
No. Well, we're going to do it anyway.
Call it strategic parking.
So make a little room here. I guess. I don't know. You might have to go through me to get past me here. There's a lot of airplanes here already, like little ones. Nothing the size that we are. Yeah, coast is fantastic. You can see us. Loving that. Hopefully got that mess situated. That's a hell of a group play. Look at that. Got 5 Herky birds and 4 those lightnings. That's a good group.
This is like going to see the hockey game or something.
Trying
The
to fight
parking?
for a parking spot. Oh, that's just weird as shit. I just watched your right or your left paratroop door shut, Lazerbolt, all by itself.
Really? I'm in
Your
the middle
plane
of shutting
is-
my airplane down. I just shut off my engines. Maybe that had something to do with it. I just flipped my battery switch.
You got a ghost in your plane.
I think I do. I parked, but I left my flaps out. I bet you they don't like that. Very cool. I wonder what they got going on around here. What do people do for fun in Paraburdoo? Kind of looks nice at night though, all lit up. Parking lot doesn't have any lights in it though. You get mugged on your way to your car.
Run.
No camels. Maybe they only hang out in the daytime.
It's daytime for me, and I'm not seeing camels.
Nah. Guess I just got lucky that one time. It's the first time I've seen animals like just in the game in a long time. I was happy to see them.
Scope it out with my drone. See if I can see any.
So, hey, I almost forgot. Last Sunday was Father's Day, huh? How cool is that? Everybody have a good Father's Day?
Oh yeah.
Happy
Yep.
Father's Day to all you fathers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
Nice.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Went
Right.
to with the Star Wars movie.
Oh, you went to that new Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian Grogu?
Yep.
Cool, man. I loved it. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good. I don't think I like some of the other ones better, but yeah,
You sure?
it was okay. I mean, it was a little more shoot 'em up than I wanted, but that's fine.
All right. Yeah, I just thought it was straight up fun, good time, simple movie. You know, I mean, it's not going to win any Oscars or nothing like that, but most of the movies I like don't win Oscars anyway.
But
Unless
what
it's
with
for
my
special
two
effects.
two sons-in-law, my two daughters, and
Oh, cool.
myself. So 5 of us.
Oh, right on.
I found the camels.
You found camels. Are they in an enclosure of some kind?
2 of them are inside the airport. 2 of them are outside. Oh no, actually, there's 3 of them
There's
on
like
the outside.
a fence.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I
cool.
mean, there's a fence all the way around the airport, and there's 2 of them that are inside the fence, and then I see
Oh, right
3
on.
of them outside.
I noticed that, like I said, I couldn't go through the fence, but they walked right through it like it wasn't even there. Yeah, I had a nice time. Went over to my sister's house, and my dad was there. My brother was there. I don't see him very often. He lives in Holland, Michigan, not, you know, Holland. But yeah, it was nice. The whole gang was there. We barbecued some steaks. Boy, they were good. Holy moly.
And expensive.
They were very expensive, but my brother bought them, so hey, keep bringing them.
I made some poor man steaks yesterday. I get the
What's
the
that,
pork.
bacon?
No, I get the pork. No, what do you call it?
The pork
Italian?
sirloin?
The pork loins that anyways, that the ones that have more like reddish meat on them, and
Yeah.
they can
Yeah,
come out.
I think they just call
Yeah.
that a pork steak, from what I've seen. I don't know, you get a boneless one or... Well, that's cool. That's a fancy looking camel there, buddy. Right on.
Yeah, I haven't seen animals for a long time, but lately I'm starting to see them again.
Yeah, cool.
Oh God, this one looks deformed.
Uh-oh. I've seen camels act really weird sometimes, too. Their animations get kind of funky. They look like they're dancing. They're like spinning around in circles and stuff.
I know you're looking at me. You don't have to say that about me.
Should have brought my camera. Maybe I could get some bonus points for taking pictures.
Oh, yeah. If you don't have camels taken off your list yet, that'll definitely count. Very
Say
nice.
with T, 1 hump or 2.
1.
Does that make it a dromedary or something?
Monoplane.
Well, pilots, it's getting about that time. I totally enjoyed myself tonight, like always, and you guys were an absolute pleasure to hang around with on this Friday evening, and we simply must do this again next week. So, next week we're going to take off out of here. We're going to continue heading north, maybe a little bit more to the east, so we can try to get some good views of Ayers Rock. It's kind of a neat area. It's totally in the middle of the outback. There's not much there. But there's an airport, and we can go check it out. We're going to do that next week. So, everybody have themselves a good weekend and a good rest of the week. And have fun and be kind to everybody. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.